What happened to them? To the Elisine, I mean. That general was fossilized. But why? Give me the story.
It is a tragic but well-known tale. After going through a ritual to change themselves and gain the powers to control their later respective metals, Tezuth, Uskal, and Ingla were slowly consumed by greed and separated the valley into three. It didn't take long before they started preparing for a war against each other, driven by their suspicions that obsessed them. The Acreans were forced to follow them into this senseless fight. What became of the Acreans, I do not know. But most of the Elisine changed their form for what was to come. To prevent a war that would destroy everything in the valley, Eri, my master, sent out a shockwave that fossilized all of those that had made a connection to one of the Acrean metals. Only I remained, since he sent me to the edge of the valley before.
Is this the reason you don't know what became of Eri?
Yes. He was also bound to all three metals, so I don't know what the shockwave did to him. I already see it. No reason to hide it, Farron. You want to know what this is, right?
You bet I do.
Well, this behind me is an arcane forge. It was used by the Elisine to create the most powerful weapons, armor, and more. A masterpiece of creation, running with the power of flux. Though I have to admit, I always wondered how they gathered so much of it in one place.
That sounds brilliant. Can you run it?
Well, it's exhausting. But luckily for you, I can. So if you want something special, we can try crafting it here. How are you holding up with controlling Insium?
It feels strangely natural. Like it is almost a part of me. As if the time before I lacked a sense. As if I was blind.
Ah, the time before is now but a dream, slowly swallowed by haze as I see clearer with every passing day. Tomorrow, the sensations of the present will follow into those same mists as I walk forward towards matters of eminence, matters of future now.
That hit it right on the head. How do you know?
I don't. Because when Eri gave me this new life, Jinon was already part of me. But this was how Eri described it, as he trained his powers every day without tiring. finally reached the gate. Do you feel prepared?
As prepared as I'll ever be, I guess.
If you want to leave this behind, this is your last true chance. When you defeat Tezuth, nothing will be as it was before. Not just Akria, but you will change as well.
We will see how much I will change. But I stand to what I said. Akria will not be my tomb. I will leave this place, no matter the cost.
Then, let us not wait any longer.
Let's do this, and take one step closer to the Sage.
Hey, Farron, look here. It seems Tezuth spared no effort to make this place memorable.
Speaking of the devil, that creature down there is him?
Indeed it is. I only saw him once in this changed form. Till this day, I never understood why he did it.
Power, of course. But no matter how much he got, it won't save him when I get to him.
Ha! Luckily, the Akrian shrine is right there, so I won't have to drag your overconfident corpse too far.
First thing I see after my sleep. A vermin.
Bertie, did you see that? He summoned lightning and could teleport. It should have been impossible, but I still did it.
And what grace you did! It was truly inspiring, and a bit horrifying. But it gave me a brilliant idea how I can help you in future fights. Anyway, with Tezuth gone, you are now the true sovereign over Insium.
I expected to feel different.
Change can happen slowly, sneaking. The balance of the three elements is delicate, and if disturbed it will harm you and your soul. The missing balance drove Tezuth and the others into their greed for more power. pushing them into deciding to change themselves even more, completely abandoning what they once were. What you just saw wasn't an Elisine anymore. They did this just to win one fight against each other. A duel planned by Eri as a way to end the war without using their armies. But he did not foresee how far they would go to win.
I don't like the sound of that. Why didn't you tell me sooner?
Because I believe in you, Farron. I believe you will be able to fight it, just like me. I will always carry only Genon within me. While you will change, if you remember where you come from and strive to always be your best, we will surely overcome anything. Now let's leave this temple.
Where do we go next?
Now we leave for the distant mountains of the Mannanite region to find Usko. Facing him will be the greatest challenge yet, for he was the most skilled and brutal fighter. But we have no choice but to try.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's go get him.
Whoa, 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 hold your horses. Again, we will have to awaken his general first. Without his spirit part, I won't be able to awaken Usko.
Darn, I remember. And I suppose we're going to his region first? Where's the entrance?
You have to admit, I don't know. I rarely left the tower. I spent my time mostly studying under Eri.
Well, you are lucky to have such an experienced explorer by your side. Finding the entrance after I found the most sought-after valley in history should be a breeze.
Aha! Then after you. I always loved these paintings.
The people in it are the Akreans, right? And that is... the spire?
They're bringing the spirits that weren't able to get into the flux alone to the spire. There, they will be released. It was their most holy ritual. Oh, but I forgot. You don't believe in such things. Or do you?
It is hard to doubt it, after spirits have entered this stone. And since I got that ability, I can feel the flux. I feel it running through me every time I use it. Once, when I climbed the peak of the Everfrost Mountains, I looked down. Then, for the first time, I really saw how small the city of Frosthaven is. How small humans are. Barely the size of ants. It's the same everywhere I went. I wonder if I will feel the same about Akria after our journey.
Always traveling into the unknown. Isn't it scary? Sounds like you did it a lot.
A lot? I dare say there are not many places I haven't been. Many are similar, but for each that is, there's another one that is completely different. The green rainforests of Rakalmakan, the endless desert of Garama.
What is your favorite place?
Now that you ask, I don't know. I suppose I don't have one. Well, I guess I just don't really miss what I already know. They have nothing more for me to find. Akria, at least, Still has many unexplored places.
It doesn't seem like you ever plan on settling down.
Settling down is for those who have left their own mark and are content. I doubt I will ever be that.
Their own mark.
Upset, are we? What is it? Seems like we're up on some sort of balcony.
That's not it. Don't you see this?
A scratch on an ancient ruin. What's so special about that?
Don't you remember what I told you? Eri taught me that Mannanite is indestructible. So this scratch, it shouldn't exist.
Well, it does. And I'd rather trust my eyes than others' words.
Yeah, easy for you to say.
Boji, look around you. I was right. We are on a balcony. And not just anyone's, I believe. You told me Uskol liked fighting. Well, apparently he loved it enough to build a damn Colosseum. I already suspected it before. But
A Colosseum? What is that?
outside, this is a place where people fight to the death. Some for glory, and some for their freedom. But most for money. And Uskol definitely wanted to have the best view of it.
That sounds like him. But it doesn't explain the scratch.
You said he was strong. Well, what if he was strong enough to defy what you knew? What if he didn't give a damn about your rules? He changed himself, right? Became one with Mannanite?
Still, that shouldn't make this possible. If he could do that, what kind of monster did he become?
We will find out.
These Colosseums, you sounded very upset. If you don't mind, can you tell me more about them? I want to learn what Uskol did here.
People visit a Colosseum to watch for fun how desperate humans fight against each other or animals. Often to the death. Making entertainment out of bloodshed. I just can't stand the sight of it. Especially if some of those desperate warriors just fight to regain their right of freedom.
That sounds horrible. I'm not surprised that Uskol and his followers took a liking to this, but I wonder how he got the idea. Did you ever fight in one?
Sometimes. Whenever I really needed to earn some money. I greatly disliked it, but you don't know how hard it can be to just live out there. I always tried to make it short. Painless. But in the end, it doesn't change what I did. So don't get your hopes up, Boji. I am not a good person. In the end, I just closed my eyes to their miseries. Like everyone else.
If that is what you believe, even so, I won't blame you for what you did. You didn't fight for spectacle. Which sadly, probably was the reason Uskal did all this.
Do what you want.
This is definitely, I mean, this should be the elevator to Uskal. But how are we going to open it?
Well, I can already tell you how Uskal did it. Don't even think about it. Have you seen that door? No way will I be able to lift it.
You're probably right. There is Mannanite under there, but...
It doesn't feel alive like its other form. I won't be able to do anything with it. Is there a way to change it back? Make it glow?
I can't. But you should be able to do it.
Wait, why me?
You can control Mannanite now, while I can't. I will teach you how to channel the flux to make such strong changes. But first, you'll need a lot of flux to be able to do it, and... well, there isn't enough around here.
Is it possible to fill flux into, I don't know, a container or so? Do such things even exist?
Yes, they do. And I wouldn't be surprised if Uskal had some, seeing that he would have probably used a lot of flux.
Searching an entire region for a flux container. Sounds like we are trying to find the needle in a haystack. Any idea where we could start?
Not a safe bet, but I heard Uskal had gigantic mines. Down there, he wouldn't have had a lot of access to the flux,
So maybe down there we'll find one. Nice thinking, Boji. Let's go and look for those mines.
Thank you, Ukrainians, for all the gifts you left the valley.
I think I'm starting to like those mountains. Despite what I said when we entered the region. I wish I could share my new ability with you. Hey, Boji? Wanna talk? Boji? You know... damn. I'm no good with these things, but... don't worry too much.
Just get me out of here. Our task is too important for us to die in some caves.
We will find that container, and we will leave this place. Together. Shoot!
There is no way. We're in a dead end. We're trapped.
Quiet, Boji. I will get us out of here. Let me think.
Think? Couldn't you have done that before jumping down here?
I don't recall you protesting when I did. And now, calm down. The ice there seems to be thinner than the other walls.
Are you sure? I just see ice that's been here for centuries. This is not getting us anywhere. We're going to die down here and there's no way out. I can't hear myself think. Just stop it already. Please, please stop it.
Come on! You are in our way! Break already! Damn it! Let us through! I have survived on my instincts for years! And if I trust in one thing, then it is myself!
let's start. You really have to concentrate while channeling the flux through the stone in your chest. That way you shouldn't get hurt. Now, don't let the flux linger inside you. Instead, send it directly to the Mannonite and start changing its form.
And if I do it right, I don't explode. Got it. Wow, that went great! I felt so alive!
And you're still alive as well. Good work, Farron.
Last arena fight years ago.
You think now is the right time for nostalgia?
One ring, one fight, one death. You know, this is the first time I won't fight alone.
This seems very memorable for you. Well, I can't say I don't fear Osco. You are right. This time you're not alone. And neither am I.
Surprise. Not only did you win me, but you even volunteer for a warm-up fight. Let's see. Don't think that's all. I can still...
We did it! I can barely believe it. You are a beast, Farron West.
Oh, I can feel all my bones.
You want a break?
No. If I lie down now, I'll probably never get up again. But I can say this much. That statue down there, it did him justice. Now only one is left.
Ingla, the seer.
She is the master of Xenon, right? The element that you also have in your body. So you know some of her tricks?
If she were someone else, maybe. But with her, you never know. We should be very careful on the way to her. Who knows what kind of tricks she's built into her realm?
That sounds just wonderful.